What's going on, guys? We're going to do another awesome stain video. One of my favorite stains. It's yellow and brown. I haven't done one of those in a while, and I wanted to do sort of a lighter yellow brown. It's one of my favorite colors. Yellow on mahogany always looks outstanding. This is another beautiful top from Kimball Hardwoods. Went with the top route this time. I don't know why. Just doing a bunch of different stains and colors. I need to do a video for you on why I pick certain colors for certain woods and what to look for when you want a specific color. Sometimes it's hard to look and see and buy online, but I'll give you some guidance on that in another video. This piece of wood has some really hard, deep figure. Here it's really deep, here and here it sort of lightens up as you move up. That's why I'm going to be doing some work on the bottom here. Just beautiful lines, got a great center joint. I made this body like I make most of mine. African mahogany is really nice wood. Had a little bit of tear out when I was drilling the output jack, but gonna get an awesome stain. Again, we're going with Angelus leather dyes. You can purchase them in the link below. We're gonna start with yellow, and the reason why we're doing that is I want a yellow base. If I go in with brown, I'll never get that brown out, but if I add the brown after the yellow, I'll get it to pop in the spots I want it to. So you can buy the 3-ounce bottles, get a bunch of guitars. I buy the bigger bottles because obviously I think I've done like 10 stain videos in the last couple weeks. Clean rag. Gonna go with the yellow across the whole body. And I knew this was gonna light up here. And if I put brown down first, I don't think I'd ever get it out. We sanded down to 320 with that open grit sandpaper. Really beautiful look on this body. Two coats, really locks in the color. And like I said, we are going to go around the body with this yellow. Yellow and African mahogany look great. That looks outstanding. Alright, so we've got the yellow in, we've got a really diluted light brown, and that's just going to highlight some of the spots. When you're going with the darker color, always pour off to the side. This is just going to accentuate, but not really soak in. So it's a trick I've learned after doing this for a whole number of years. A little bit more. You can see the brown just gets it to pop. So you can see how I got that faux binding to just sort of pop a little bit darker in the top and lighter on the sides. Doesn't bleed through as much with the darker color. Now if I really wanted to, I could go with the darker color, but since it's got these really tight spots of figure, I know I would never get the stain out. This is why I went with this methodology. You can see it's lighter up here. try and even it out slightly. That looks really, really cool. So what we're gonna do is let this dry for 24 hours. Sometimes you can let it dry for 3 or 4, but I'm gonna let it dry, actually 12. I'll come work on this the next morning. What I'll do is I'll sand out just in a little bit of a teardrop shape. That way I'll leave a little bit darker, sort of feathered look. And then the sanding will give me that sort of traditional burst look. But man, that looks sharp. We power sanded this off with this open grit sandpaper, 320. We went in that teardrop shape to get the nice looking burst. We're gonna come back now with some Angelus yellow again, a clean rag. We'll wash all this together. We should be good. Way too much liquid. It's funny, as I've done so many of these, got a little bit of brown on that. How bright yellow that center is. Looks sharp. This definitely just washes the colors together. We'll fan that brown in. A real nice light, I guess, lemon drop burst we'll call it. Really neat looking. The lines on this piece of wood are outstanding. This one worked out well. Really happy with this one. Ah, look at that. Perfection. We'll go out and hit this with some sanding sealer, and we're looking good. All right, so we're going with True Oil on this body because we went with yellow, and because True Oil is very yellow, I thought that this was the best finish for this. So I've got a t-shirt, a bottle of True Oil that I have used for years, kept it stored in the basement so it's warm. Put 2 coats of sanding sealer on here. Probably do 5 or 6 coats of true oil. The trick is to let that first coat fully dry and then put on thinner subsequent coats. It's about 8 degrees here in Chicago, so everything's drying slower. I did put a new garage seal on my basement, on my garage door, so it's actually not too bad in here. This is where I love the yellow on the African mahogany. It's beautiful. My wife hates the smell of true oil. I don't know why this one gets to her, but there's something about the combination of this gas off that just drives her bonkers. So we have to do this in the garage. So I'll apply this first coat on real thick, let it seep in, and we'll wipe off any of the extra excess. Now we'll let it dry. Sanding sealer really helps seal in the colors. Let it soak in for about 5 minutes, and then we'll come back and wipe it off. All right, we're back. Just as a friendly reminder, I still have this rainbow fade for sale and this beautiful light brown fade for sale. If you guys are interested, the link is on my website. So this one actually turned out awesome. Probably one of the better stains I've done in a long time. I got the colors right. The figure popped. The true oil helped wash out some of the spots that needed just a little bit of work. And then I put the second coat of true oil on and I wet sanded a little bit with it, and it's got a great feel. A little bit thicker of a finish than velvet oil, but I love the look of this body. I have sort of the yellow natural binding with the highlighted figure here. Beautiful guitar, really well done. I love this look. I have some gold hardware here just to show you guys. Just because, right? So $270 for the body shipped. If you want the hardware, you could probably work out something, but that is one neat guitar body for sure. So a lemon burst, as we're gonna call it. Nice looking guitar body. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video.